Hi guys, 7 Minute Business Club with a bit of a twist today. Jamie Burnett's off doing his other thing in life, which is working hard in his full-time business role. So Brian Briscoe here, and I'm here with Dr. Arne Rubenstein. Good morning or good afternoon your time. Arne, how are you?
Very good, thank you, Brian.
Hey, thanks for joining
Happy
us.
to be here.
Yeah, great to have you here. So, hey guys, just to give you a bit of an intro, Arnie and I have got to know each other over the last few months. I've actually got his book here somewhere close to hand. So there you go, I found it. So Arnie's a best-selling author. He wrote this probably about 12 years ago, 10 years ago, would it be, or a bit more recent than that, Arnie?
Yeah, 6 years ago to be actually.
Yeah, great. So he's had over 200,000 people complete his rites of passage education course in the last 25 years. He's got a beautiful bush property in the north coast of New South Wales near Byron Bay that I hope to someday visit when we're allowed to get in the plane again and go somewhere. So young people from around the world come to participate in his life-changing workshops. And he's a GP by profession. He studied medicine, but he's dedicated the last 2 decades to actually what I would describe as assisting boys and girls to enter adulthood in a really safe, powerful, and empowering way. So, Arnie, I've probably taken a minute of our 7 minutes up on that, but I just wanted to really introduce you to give the audience a bit of a feel for who you are and what you do. Hey, in the current crisis and what's going on, what do you believe our kids, teenage kids and early adolescent kids could be going through right now?
Well, thanks, Brian. It's a great question, and I actually have a teenage son at home at the moment, a teenage stepson, and there's a lot going on, and what we do know is that it is different for all of them, but that this is a big time, and some of them are actually really quite happy to be at home. Some of them are very upset about being at home, and the main thing that they're complaining about is they can't hang out with their friends and they don't feel like coronavirus is really relevant to them. I'm not going to get sick anyway, and this is stupid. And some of them, they are the center of the world, and so it's very different for all of them. But the common thing is that this is big and that this is a transformational moment, because one of the biggest things about it is a lot of their fundamental beliefs about life. For example, that it's just going to be the same and things are going to be okay and there won't really be any changes. All of that has been challenged. And there is this sort of life-threatening virus, which we can't see and we can't, really do much about out there. And the world they're hearing all about it going into recession. On a deep level, some of their really core beliefs and values are going to be seriously challenged. And they will remember this time for the rest of their lives. They will remember it in great detail, and they will remember how we as parents and adults act and how we are with them in this time. So not only is it critical for our children, it's absolutely critical for the relationship that we have with our children moving forwards.
It's good. Listen, one of the reasons I wanted to get you on is that a few of the subscribers to the 7 Minute Business Club have asked, hey, what can I do? I'm a business owner, but what can I do to help my family at home and help my kids whilst they're at home? So I'd love for us to do this a few times so we can dive deeper into a few of these areas. But if you were just to kind of give a high-level headline on some of the things that us parents can do to ease this time and ease the transformation.
Right, very happy to do that. One of the biggest things is that most of us are at home and spending time at home. The opportunity to build a strong relationship with them, or an even stronger relationship, is really a once in a lifetime thing at the moment. And if you have a teenager, this may be the only time that you will get these 1, 2, or 3 months at home with them. So what I recommend to parents is that, first of all, know that they are watching you and how you are acting. So it really is a leadership by example scenario, and create time every day to spend with them. And ideally find something one-on-one, all of those things where you just create activities that you do together, non-agendaed, not having particular topics you want to talk about, just being with them and letting them talk to you. And the other thing that I would strongly recommend is that we create some form of knowing how to check in with our children. And it's something we can do at dinner, breakfast, in the afternoon, anytime, where we sit in a circle, the whole family, and one person at a time speaks, and just talk about how we're going, what's going well, if there are things that we're struggling with, if there are things that we're looking forward to doing or that we're concerned about, and really give every person an opportunity to speak and share about how they're going. And that's a fantastic way just to check on the well-being of everyone in the family and to make sure that there's not something happening that we really need to know about. And yes, I really hope that you'll invite me back here, Brian. We need to talk about homeschooling. We need to talk about how we create the opportunities in this crisis. We need to talk about how we can deal with the challenges in a creative way and actually identify and work with them rather than trying to pretend they're not happening. So there are lots of things that...
Oh, and I just dropped my speaker. Can you still hear me?
Perfectly. Maybe even better than before.
Okay.
Maybe even better than before. Here you go. Yeah.
Great.
The AirPods might be overrated.
So the AirPods are on the floor. And so what is so important is that we are proactive in this time, and we're really, I see it as a rite of passage. It's a rite of passage moment for our children, and we need to make sure that it turns out to be a positive experience for them rather than a traumatic event.
Yeah, that's great, Arnie. Listen, we're as Jamie would often say, we're not strict on 7 minutes, but we like to use it as a guide for the timing of our podcasts. So probably getting close to time. I fully agree there's a big future in this. There's a lot of business owners that I know over here who have read your book, and we're pretty excited about you potentially coming to Perth. It would have been next week, but we've had to cancel that. So that'll be just later in the year when we're allowed to travel again. But I'd love to delve a bit deeper, and maybe what we'll do is dedicate the next bit to perhaps, the homeschooling thing, but also the transition back. I mean, a lot of schools are going to start to come back in the next few weeks, and they already are in Western Australia, and they are around the country. So just being able to manage that transition back and just dive deeper into a few of the areas we discussed today.
Yeah. Very happy to do that, Brian. And also, by knowing that this is a rite of passage, and a rite of passage has set stages and elements, if we understand that, then we can also understand much better how we manage this for our children and for ourselves. So very keen and looking forward to spending more time talking with you, mate.
All right, look forward to it, Arnie. Thanks a million. And guys, don't forget, subscribe to the 7 Minute Business Club. The details will be at the end of the video, and we look forward to speaking to Dr. Arnie the next week or so. Thank you.